Hello. Happy Monday.
Hello, everyone. It's cold here. It's cold.
It is cold, and it's gonna get cold here. We're getting below freezing. First time tonight.
Yeah, we had our first frost last night in Indiana, which is crazy. We would hit 33, and then we'd hit 33, and we just hadn't had any frost. But then last night it got down to 21. So yes, it was definitely a hard frost. We got 6 inches of snow. We're getting a couple more inches of snow. We got an inch of rain, which God, we had not had rain in so long. So a lot of precipitation, but it'll be 60 degrees by the weekend. So that's when I'm finally taking down my ponds and I'm going to dig all my dahlias. So my fish are all fine in the cold. They're okay.
Yeah. No, I assume the paradise fish will be just because for funsies, I'm gonna bring a pair in, I think, tonight. Just because.
They should be fine, especially in a pond as big as yours. It's not gonna freeze. It takes a lot for a pond that big to freeze.
Yeah. Lisa earlier before we started said that she's gonna be unboxing her plants. Hopefully they're okay. If they're not, let me know. I have plenty I can send you because we sent them on Monday. So
yeah, I don't know where you live, Lisa, but if it's cold where you live,
it'll be 30 tonight, she said.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll be okay.
Yeah.
If they didn't sit on your porch too long, they'd probably be okay. So
yeah. How does my mic sound compared to Kelley? I listened back for a couple of minutes for McStreamy on Friday, and I did not like how my mic sounded. So I made a couple of adjustments.
I think you sound good to me. I don't know what the chat says. I don't like have a separate mic. My camera, my fancy camera has a mic. So
yeah, it almost sounded like I wasn't using the right mic source, but no one pointed it out. So it's just my craziness.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Speaking of Fish Tank Barn, I am speaking at the Motor City Aquarium Society on Thursday. I'm speaking over Zoom on using CO2. So if you're a member of that club, you'll get to hear me.
Awesome. When is that?
It's Thursday night at, I believe, 7:00 Eastern.
Okay.
So yeah, got a talk ready to go. I'll give it in front of my tanks that are really overgrown.
Holy crap. I was gonna say the 90, but both of them.
They're both out of control. I'm waiting for my club meeting so I can take stuff out of them and give them to club members. So
you haven't trimmed them like even before the clash. You didn't have time, so it's like
for a year.
Wow.
I know, it's so bad. It's so bad.
God, that's gonna be a lot of crypts and Java fern.
Yeah, I bet it will be like 2 huge trays at least, because I always do my trimming onto like baking sheets. I use as trays. I'm sure it'll be 2 or 3 huge trays full. It'll be so much. Just a trash bag full of plants.
We got ABC Kenny in here today. It's been a while.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Kenny.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Miss you. So
yeah. Nothing new with my tanks. Still just in maintenance, keeping them going.
Either. I mean, I did some stuff to like get ready for the frost and outside, but that's it. So Mike says the Motor City meeting is 7 p.m. Eastern at Infinity Hall and Sidebar in Fraser, Michigan. So if you are near his club, you should go. And then you can meet Mike. He's a really nice guy, and the other people in his club. And you can see me over Zoom, which is like kind of like this. Similar, only through Zoom with PowerPoint slides.
They should make it public, like Maasai and Sacramento, and I think there's a couple of other ones that do the YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. It's over Zoom though, so I don't.
Question for you from Cody.
Okay, you've got a lily question. All right, you ordered an Nymphaea species Peru Puerto Maldonado. Do you know anything about this variety? I don't. I mean, it's a tropical, I'm assuming, by the Puerto Maldonado. I would not keep it outside in this weather.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if is that for your aquarium, I'm assuming, not for a pond. A lot of the aquarium lilies, so for instance, the famous tiger lotus is not a lotus, it's a nymphaea, and it actually gets really, really huge. So I wonder if that one maybe wants to get huge. It seems like they all want to.
Looking at the flower here.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like an nymphaea. Let's see what it does.
Night blooming water lily in the Hydrocallis subgenus of the genus Nymphaea is often used in aquariums for its colorful underwater foliage. Its flowers open for only a few hours every evening, somewhere between 1900 hours, 7 o'clock, and 21. So 7 and 9 o'clock.
Hence
flowers are white with an intense red center.
Yep. Yeah. So you say it's for your 7.7 gallon setup. I don't know. I feel like
any kind of nymphaea.
I think it's going to outgrow that. I can't think of any nymphaea that can be contained by a 7.7 gallon tank.
Yeah, how big are the leaves? Like one Visa leaf would probably be the size of the opening of a 7 gallon tank.
I mean, just I don't know. Prepared that you may need to move it.
Yeah.
But where to move
it alive? I mean, keep it alive in there over the winter.
Yeah, you can grow it outside. So I treat my tropicals as I treat them as annuals personally.
You just get a new one.
Yeah, I grow a different tropical every year, and some of them get quite big. Some of them get 10 feet across. If you live
$10 each ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, but two of them, there's no way they're going to fit in that tiny tank. I don't think one will fit in that tiny tank. But you know what? You got to just see what happens. You got to see what happens. And
store them somewhere.
Yeah, Also, Lily is waving at us. Hi, Lily. Oh, hello.
Hey, I gotta. There we go. Now she can see better. Hi. Okay. Dave's thinking getting Amazon swords, but how much food they need, their roots or water comp. I mean, they get forever big. Like they just
get
keep growing.
Big. This is the smallest Amazon sword right here, and it is that big, and that's a Haydite pearl. I mean, of true Amazon swords. I mean, there's some like things that are like chain swords sometimes get called Amazon swords, but like
I'm just thinking the Amazon sword that I know of is just the big green Amazon sword.
Oh my god, they get enormous. You shouldn't get one unless you have a 200-gallon tank. That's my.
Well, I mean, you can trim the leaves because they will keep growing. But,
you can't. I don't even recommend it. It's too much to keep up with. It's too much to keep up with. And how much food do they need? You can feed them with either water column or with root tabs. Doesn't matter. It's going to get enormous.
Anna Banana got the plants. Just got here from a trip, and thankfully neighbor got the box inside, or the plants would have frozen. Oh, that's good.
Yay!
What is the species of the large crypt I sent out? So I probably sent 3 types. And actually, I think I threw a bit of spiralis in one of them too.
Oh, that's a good crypt. That's a good thing.
But the 2 larger ones I sent, if it's green, it's the Pontidaria folia, and if it's bronzish, then it's probably the piece of the giant Crypt Tropica that I have in the 90. I usually take from those first.
Both good plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they might melt on you, but they will come back. Tropica is a melter for sure.
But it will come back.
Yeah.
All right. Zenny asks if you're willing to continuously trim nymphaeas, but you just like the look. Can you keep them long term in small tanks? Or will continuously pruning them be a hindrance to the plant? Oh, Johnny kitty meowed at us. You can't keep up. Like, you can't. At a certain point, one of those leaves will reach the surface. And then once one reaches the surface, they'll all reach the surface. I mean, what you can do is pull the mother plants and let the baby plants grow, but it will send runners all over your fucking tank.
Yeah.
It is.
You want to get in there
invasive.
regularly and check on them.
Yeah,
I do think the trimming does
invasive.
kind of train the plant, and I mean, I don't know if that applies to nymphaeas, but a lot of plants, if you over trim them, they do stunt pretty fast.
I feel like nymphaea you can get away with, because I played this game too. I'm like, oh, I'll just trim it, and every day I trimmed it, and at a certain point, you cannot stop it. You just can't stop it.
Yeah.
So, but every person tells themselves they can play that game. So, Zenny, I invite you to try it for yourself.
I'm still playing the stem plant game.
There you go. Everyone needs to find out for themselves. We all have plant hubris. We're like, oh, I can control it.
Hey, I'm still winning. I just, I'm getting a little tired of the game in some of the tanks. Start replacing stems with crypts. Like, I've gotten to the point where any non CO2 injected tank stems just look so ugly to me that and since I'm not doing member plants anymore, there's no point in me trying to grow them out. So I just get those out of there and start replacing with a lot of rhizome plants and crypts.
Yeah, they look a lot better. Stems really, I agree with you. They need CO2 to look good. Maybe you can get away with it with very, very low pH water, but still, I think they look a little ratty.
Because they get so leggy because those old leaves don't get the carbon they need, and they just deteriorate.
And then they die at the bottom, and they just don't look as good.
So Sue Harkey, 20 years ago, got an Amazon sword. It took up half a 55. Now it's spanning one corner of a 180.
Yep. That's what they do. So Stephen asked me, are you already busting out the Christmas sweaters? So it's very cold here. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but it's 21 degrees. I wear my sweaters when it's cold. So I made this. It's not just for Christmas. It's for whenever it's cold, and it's very cold.
It looks very Christmassy, though.
It does look Christmassy, but
it's not an ugly Christmas sweater, though. No, it's not like a gaudy.
I think that there is merit to knitting an ugly Christmas sweater. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's kind of not my jam. So,
yeah.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Zenny says. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. It's your tank. It's not hurting. I mean, if you were like saying, like, can I murder my fish? I guess I would tell you no. But, you do what you want.
Jennifer says, need to try a saltwater tank. Yeah.
Not this
I
month.
said I would. The tank that I was going to convert to salt, I'm going to get some paradise fish out of the pond and put it in there.
Well, that's a free activity, so that's probably good. So yeah. My next big purchase, I'm getting new couches, which is not exciting. But if you saw my couches, you would say, yeah, you should probably get new couches. They have been torn up by many, many pets.
Yeah. We got it's like a faux suede or microfiber couches. They're a lot harder for claws to rip through.
Yeah, I need to look into that. The cats actually aren't too bad. It was Dog, because she liked to dig. She was a digger. And the bunny was the worst of all. She would also dig.
We had this, it was a sectional from Ashley Furniture with an ottoman. And it was very soft, but also the fabric on it was very soft, super easy to tear, and even the dog claws ripped through it. So that couch did not last us very long.
Yeah. My couches I got when I moved in here, I got them 2 couches for $500. I mean, they were new, but they were not nice. I bought them at I don't know, some discount place. I've certainly got my money's worth out of them, but it's time for couches. So That is my next big purchase. It's going to happen before Thanksgiving. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Make the couch exciting. Heat massage. There you go.
I mean, God, heated couches. The cats would love that. Oh my God.
They would never get up.
They would never get up. I mean, Fat Kitty is TIG welded to the couch right now. He actually came downstairs today, visited me in my office, and then promptly went back to sleep. It was nice to see him. He's very tired.
So what is it? Echinodorus uruguayensis look like?
Uruguayensis. Oh yeah, we'll see, Mike. I think that one gets pretty big. But you know, Mike has a lot of tanks. He'll find somewhere to put it. He'll find somewhere.
You can always put it in the pond if you really want to. Things do well in the ponds.
I mean, not right now.
No.
Mike is in Michigan. His ponds are
true.
cold.
Yeah, forget about that part.
It is cold out. Sue says lace plants are boom then bust. I move the bulb from tank to tank to simulate it. Yeah, they are I haven't had that plant in a really long time, but it seemed to always die back in the summer from the heat because my house gets pretty hot in the summer. All right. How tall? It was pretty good looking. We'll see how tall it gets for Mike. Let us know, Mike. Nick Hardwater asks, anyone ever grow plants under the standard one strip LED light that comes standard on a 10-gallon tank lids? Is it even possible? Well, many have tried. It's really not a lot of light.
Which one are we talking about? Because like the Fluval Flex has that one strip LED.
Well, you can grow some.
I have it dimmed down a lot too, and I grow Crips and Anubias and Boosts on there.
I mean, last time I saw a stock tank hood, it had an incandescent light.
Yeah. And the ones now, the kit, like the all-in-one kits, the light is integrated with the lid, and it's just an LED strip.
Yeah, I mean, those are brighter than. They're brighter than the incandescent lights they used to come with. Mm-hmm. Maybe not, but here's the thing: if you want to upgrade it, you don't need to spend a lot of money. You can just get a NiCrew light; those are crazy bright. You can get. What's that one brand that tries to pay every single creator?
Haiger.
Haiger, you can get a Haiger light. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to spend a lot of money to get a light bright enough to grow plants. So you can try, but if everything under it is looking really leggy and not really growing, try upgrading it to something else. You don't need a Chihiro's light to grow plants. I mean, you can, and it's really great, and I like them a lot, but you don't need to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, they just look nice. Although I saw Haiger is doing a light that's similar to the Chihiro Spectrum, and I think I might have seen another cheap brand do the same. It would be nice if those brands are going in that direction. And now build quality, longevity, who knows? But
yeah, I mean the Chihiro's lights are built pretty robustly. The Fluval 3.0s, I mean, I have had one of them die in 5 years.
I just find it irritating that the Fluval 4.0 just stuck with very similar spectrum.
Oh, really? I didn't know they had another. I didn't know they came out with a 4.0.
Yeah, it's priced like a freaking Chihiro's too. It's a bad deal. I feel bad for anyone who buys one knowing that there's a Chihiro's.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Fluval app is easier to use, but
still not worth it.
The Chihiro's light is a superior
it just
product.
It looks so much better. You have to,
and it gives you a lot of choice. It gives you a lot of choice.
Exactly.
You can have the spectrum you want, and it's much, much more intense. You would need to buy for a 93 Fluvals for the coverage of 2 Fluval or of 2 Chihiros.
Right. I haven't tried the AI lights. I hear good things about them.
I don't know anything about those.
But now, if I'm buying a light for an actual display tank, I'm looking for that the narrow band spectrum now.
Yeah,
there's nothing compares to it.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting all Chihiro's lights from now on.
Yeah.
Everything under one app.
The Weak Aqua though is not bad, but the
app
app is
pretty
just a
terrible.
little less user friendly.
And I just don't want to deal with that. I just don't want to deal with that.
My kid and my cat have conspired to put every single part of the lid and light in the 20 tall that came with the flash event. Get a tank. Oh, I don't know what kind of light they provided. Hopefully it's hopefully can withstand some dunkings.
I have never dropped a light in a tank.
Really?
No, I never have. Kind of surprising. I mean, I've done a lot of other dumb things. Like a lot of them, but never done that.
I've dunked a few.
My cats don't have a lot of interest in jumping up on top of the tanks. Schnitzel does, but he is a part-time cat. He visits occasionally, and he's actually cheating on us with another family. I think he's gone to live there for the winter because I saw him go in their house.
Oh.
Cats just, they cheat on you all the time. They're always looking for a better deal.
Yeah, or just a second dinner, third dinner.
He is getting pretty fat and plush for the winter, which, I mean, you can't blame a cat looking for a better deal.
Yeah. So have you jinxed it now? Or are you gonna dunk a light? I mean, you have lids on both your tanks, so
yeah, I have
the
lids
odds of you dropping
tank,
a light
so that
in there.
probably helps. I have yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever have a lid drop in. I don't think I have.
You never dropped a lid in there, really?
No.
I've dropped a lot of things in tanks.
You know what I do though is I often cut my knuckles on the edge of the lids all the time, which is very, I mean, not like huge cuts, but like they get knocked up and scraped up. That's pretty uncomfortable.
Oh, maybe run some sandpaper on the edges of it.
Yeah, I probably should. So
yeah, I had to do that because for the 90 I had all the glass cut for me, and I just like, yeah, don't bother like beveling the edges. I'll do all that because those edges are sharp.
Yeah, they are sharp.
Into the lids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've ever dropped. If I dropped anything in a tank.
What about behind the tanks? Yeah, I probably have all
behind the tanks.
Fish rooms worth of supplies behind the tank.
Yeah, I mean, goodbye. Never see it again.
God, one day I'm gonna move all those tanks out from the wall, and I'm gonna find like, oh, that's where that fish went.
No, the worst thing that ever happened was between these two tanks, the spot that's back here. Some fucking cat had diarrhea back there, and it was completely out of reach of what I could. So I had to shove a mop back there and try to clean it out. It was the worst thing. It was hands down the most disgusting thing I've ever cleaned up ever. And so now I have those cat spikes between there, those plastic cat deterrent spikes that I want to go back there. Because we can never do this again. It was so bad.
Right.
I mean, and I realized that the cat was sick and I don't know why they did it. I do not understand.
She was being polite to throw up out of foot traffic.
It was just straight up diarrhea, just the giantest pile of diarrhea, clear in the back where I could not reach at all. It was awful. I went through like 6 rolls of paper towels cleaning it up. It was bad times. It was bad times. So anyways, there are cat spikes back there.
So Jose says AI lights in Kessel look like they'd be better for saltwater for the shimmer effect, but not specifically for bringing out the colors in plants and fish the way Chihiro's, Weak Aqua, Netley, and Twin Star do. Okay, so it's not that kind of light.
Look. I love the shimmer look. I wish that Kessel would make us a light that is that point, but had choice of spectra like Chihiro's, because I think it would look really, really cool. But they don't, and yet they charge so much money for it. It's kind of not worth it. Yeah. I don't know if saltwater people are really into Kessels anymore. I don't know what saltwater people are into.
I thought they were. I thought that was still kind of the gold standard. I mean, it's been
I
a
don't
couple of
know.
years since I've been to an aquashella, but their display.
Yeah, I know that if I ever do saltwater, because I would do macroalgae, I think I would just get another Chihiros because you want like a planted tank spectra over that. And I like the Chihiros look. So, well, here's a question.
Branton won the wheel on Friday. I don't know if you saw that.
He
Finally.
did. I saw it, and I was like half asleep when I saw it, so I didn't comment because we had already gotten into bed and we were so tired that night.
Yeah.
So, but finally, what did you even win, Branton? I mean,
he won some ornaments.
Well, that's exciting. That's a good prize.
So Northern Tide has first rimless coming soon. Been struggling with deciding which type of light to go with. I like the hang style with rimless. Well, after buying the rimless, if you still have money left over to afford a Chihiros, that would be
it's
choice.
Really nice. I have one of mine where I'm hanging it above, and then the other ones I have just sitting on top of the lid. With a rimless, you can't really do that. You kind of have to hang them on something. So I do have the Chihiros hanging system. It was all a lot of money, but it does look pretty good. I mean,
the Weak Aquas, at least the P series I got, it comes with the wires to do the hanging, and then you can buy not too much more money for the arm that holds it up, or you can just mount hooks on your ceiling or something like that if you like to do the hanging look. But yeah, a nice light is with a rimless tank is essential, I think.
Yeah, I think yeah. If you're going to get a rimless tank,
go the whole thing.
Nice
Lily pipes and with the little mini canister and the full spectrum narrow spectrum light.
Blow all of your money.
Yeah, yeah. And then blow the rest of your money on rare plants. Some Brownie Ghost 2011.
And then you'll have no money left for fish, so you can get like 3 neon tetras.
Yeah, and then explain to people like why this little fish tank was $1,000 worth of equipment. They're so
Here's
nice.
A question I did not predict we would get. Stephen or Kelley, do you ever keep your wisdom teeth? And are those teeth useful for eating food? I had my wisdom teeth cut out. They had not yet emerged when I was 16 because they were coming in with a nerve wrapped around them. And so it was an emergency situation. I did get them taken out. Jake still has all of his wisdom teeth. So that's a rare thing. And does he use them to eat food? I guess.
I guess they come
so
into
much
play
as
at some
Jake
point.
chews his food. I mean, I think he just unhinges his jaw and swallows it.
Now my bottoms, I'm missing. I had both bottom wisdom teeth out, and the teeth next to them are gone too. But my tops, the wisdom teeth are still there. They haven't emerged. They're just growing in sideways. And so the dentist, when I was like 18, said, "Oh, you're gonna have to go to a neurosurgeon for that one." And so I didn't do anything.
Oh, and they haven't messed up your teeth or anything, or
nope.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, mine. If I had waited another even like 2 weeks, it was going to be seriously painful. So they had to come out. But I always tell people, like I would always tell students, if the dentist says we should think about getting your wisdom teeth out, you should do it when you're young and your parents will pay for it. Like, don't wait till you're 30 and you have to pay for it yourself. Do it when your parents will pay for it.
Because it turns out dental insurance is kind of bad. Like it's
scam. Yeah,
it's okay until you actually have a problem.
Yeah, and I have not really had any problems with my teeth. So I've never had a cavity. My teeth are pretty good. But I mean, if I'd waited to have my wisdom teeth out, that would cost a bunch of money. My parents paid for that because I was 16. I'm not selling anyone on keeping cats. Don't do it, Sue. Don't do it.
I don't recommend it.
I don't recommend it either. But like these cats just walked in.
Like they own the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your doors shut too.
God, just keep your doors shut.
Yeah, at least it's like
Which-
that story makes me want to get rid of cats. Yeah. Our cat is 18 and a half years old. So
She's a good kitty.
yeah, she doesn't do much.
She has some kitty dementia. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Does the made for saltwater lights used for freshwater create more algae? I think there's just an emphasis on blue with the
Yeah,
saltwater.
it's
Is that
just
just
kind of
reef
yeah.
specific?
I don't think so. I think it's just a very unappealing spectrum. I mean, it kind of just depends on what you want for your reef. So for if you want to simulate something close to the surface of the water, okay, it's mostly visible wavelengths of light that are going to penetrate. So like for macroalgae, for instance, okay,
Mhm.
that's why you would grow them under lights like these. But
Yeah.
if you want to have a reef that's like simulating something 10 feet deep, only the high energy part of the spectrum will penetrate. So that's the blue light is higher energy than the other wavelengths. And that's why if you've ever scuba dived or snorkeled really deep, it looks kind of blue underneath. But reef people, and I think it was more the aesthetic like 15 years ago than it is now, really, really like to push that blue to make their corals look really, really neon.
I
And
mean,
so
when
the active lights were
last time I went to a place that had corals, it was just tons of blue light.
it's still pretty popular. It's still pretty popular, and it's an aesthetic choice. I mean, corals they have. I'm not a saltwater expert, okay? Like we should be asking like Gina this. They
Yeah.
do have coralline algae that are symbiotic that do need certain wavelengths of light to thrive. White light has all those white wavelengths, but reef keepers really like that actinic blue look, and it looks pretty garbage over a planted tank, in my opinion.
So
I
maybe
mean,
another way of asking this question is like if you take one of those super actinic blue lights and put it in fresh water, what's that going to do for a planted tank?
plants love blue light. It's they preferentially use blue light and red light.
It's just how
White light has
much.
all the colors. It's just going to look like trash. And
Yeah.
I don't know that our fish would care for it, honestly, because it's not very natural to them because the fish we keep don't come from deep places.
Yeah.
They're pretty close, pretty shallow water fish for the most part. So it'll just kind of look like garbage. It's kind of the thing. And there's some people who do it. You can do whatever you want, but
Hmm.
it looks kind of weird. A lot of lighting choices are aesthetics. You know, make your tank look how you want it to look.
So regarding rimless, what's even better is when you see those tanks on marketplace for $700 later because people expect to get their money back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would imagine that a rimless tank would sell better, but like it's still got to be at a discount, I think.
People think all kinds of things on marketplace what they can get. Yeah, take it to a club auction, see what it's worth. Probably not going to get $700.
A rimless, no, yeah.
No.
Sue Harkey wants a bookshelf tank around 12 gallons at some point. No idea where I would put it, though. Just want one.
I mean, the heart
Put it on a
wants what it
bookshelf.
wants, Sue. Get one. I mean, those kind of like shallow, long tanks, like I don't know. I've seen ones that are like really long, low and
Mhm.
skinny and long. Why fight it, Sue? You should just get one. The heart
Go for
wants
it.
what it wants.
Yeah,
You
and it's
can't
not
fight
that
it.
hard to find a place for something that small.
Do you really need books? Just get rid of some. I read a lot, but don't own many books. I read everything on my Kindle.
Yeah, that's the way to do
There
it.
you go. Yeah.
So
Or I get
unlimited books.
even before Kindles, I never bought books. I would just get them from the library.
I read a whole book on my phone once.
I've read many, many books on my phone.
Well, I don't read many books, so like
I read a lot of books. I probably read like, I don't know, 50 or 60 books a year.
Corey, Dora is leaving us for food. We're not offended by that. at
Not
all.
offended. I mean, I'm thinking of leaving you guys right now for food now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I could eat.
Oh,
Yeah, Fuzzy says if you want to get them out, if you wait to get them out in your 30s, it's a lot more
it
painful
is.
regarding
Oh,
the wisdom teeth.
so true. So my dad, he was 33 when he got his out, and I was in 3rd grade. And they had to bust them out with a hammer and chisel because the older you get, like the fatter your roots get. And he said there was like blood spurting out. It was not good. And I remember poor dad just lying on the couch, just dying. So yeah, don't wait. Do it when you're young. And your mom and dad will pay for it. And Mike agrees. He says, yes, do your wisdom teeth when you were young. I waited till I was 31 and my wife was 8 months pregnant. Oh, God, it was a disaster. Oh, boy, at least she didn't go into labor. It could have been worse.
Oof.
Okay, Corey asks, what is a good taller broadleaf crypt? Balancy is kind of broad-ish.
It's like tall. It's like a wide vowel kind of.
Yeah, I like Balancy So crypticorn crispatula or crispy spatula, as I like to think of it.
I mean, if you let a Tropica grow for a long time, it gets very dense and fairly tall. Like
that's true. I mean, because this is crypts. Lutea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lutea. And it's that tall. So if you have it in a tiny tank, it's pretty big.
Trying to look for a good photo of
one that gets
folia.
Yeah, I was just gonna say folia. I had one that was like I don't know what happened to it. That one will get like 7 feet tall and like that wide. That one's enormous. That one is good for big tanks. Yeah. Jody P has one, but
doesn't
she's
show up well behind in the tank. The top tank behind me, there are some on the left side, but they don't show up very well. But I also have Balance on that side, sort of like across the top. I have a bunch of different crypts in there.
I like Balance. That's a nice crypt. So I would recommend that. That one is also pretty easy to find. Aponegita folium is a little harder to find. Speaking of Jody P, Tropical Fish Co. is open.
Yeah.
The website has fish on it. You can buy them. You can give them a home. You can send them money. Support our friends who are working so hard to bring us really, really nice fish. So if maybe one of the mods could drop a link for that, that would be cool.
Yep, they unboxed some fish this morning or this afternoon, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I missed that. But it was a quick live stream, and I had to do my corporate job, so.
They had a hatchet fish I've never seen before, like a big one. It gets like 6 inches, so.
I like hatchet fish. I've never had any, but you must have a lid if you have hatchet fish. Because they are jumpers. They are super jumpers.
So this is what I thought that you was getting at, is the blue light and algae myth.
That is a myth perpetrated by certain YouTubers who shall be remain nameless.
And all over Facebook, it's everywhere.
All over creation. So if you look at the absorbance spectra of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, which are the two chlorophylls in vascular plants, so every plant in your tank, it has 2 peaks of absorbance, one at red light and one at blue light. Those are the wavelengths of light it likes the best. Does algae use blue light? Sure, but you need to keep your plants happy to prevent algae, and you are keeping them happy by giving them blue light and red light. Now, can they use the other wavelengths too, like the yellow light and the orange light and the green light? Sure, they can, because they have accessory pigments that will kind of reflect those wavelengths into the chlorophyll action center, kind of like an antenna, and it can use them that way. But they mostly like the blue and the red. So yeah, there you go. There's the action spectrum right there. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A is in blue and chlorophyll B is shown in red.
which is present in algae too. Although I think blackbeard algae has a different accessory pigment or something like that.
So there's green algae, red algae, brown algae, golden algae, and they all have slightly different chlorophyll. Some of them have more than chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Some of them just have chlorophyll A or just chlorophyll B. So there's a lot of variation in algae. But the point is all of your plants have both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, the ones you're trying to grow. Even the mosses, they have them. And you can see the peaks line up with the red and the blue. That's what they like best. And you see that valley there is the green. So any color that is not absorbed is reflected back to your eyes. And that's why plants are mostly green. Chlorophyll is green. So,
yeah.
So can it use green light? It can use some because of accessory pigments.
And there's like recent discoveries that green is good for like the lower canopy, like penetrating the canopy.
Sure. So, I mean, and you see a lot of plants that are like darker down in the lower canopy and can gather that. But, we always see really in the north here, we see good evidence of accessory pigments because in the fall, when your leaves turn colors, the chlorophyll dies off first. It senesces and it leaves the xanthophylls and the carotenoids. Those are accessory pigments, the yellow and the orange, which will absorb that green light and can reflect it, or it can transmit those photons to the reaction centers and use it for photosynthesis. But it is a myth that blue light causes algae because your plants love, love, love blue light. They love it.
Now, I want blue light in excess and red light, any photo, like any amount of PAR in excess of what the plants are able to use, that can inspire algae for sure.
Sure, it can, but depriving your plants of all blue light, it's not doing anything.
No, and I don't understand how
it's not aesthetically pleasing either.
People I don't think anyone's done that side-by-side experiment when they claim that blue light is reduced, like lowering blue light reduces algae. You're lowering your PAR. So are you also running another identical tank where you are running the same PAR but with all blue light? And then
and you're taking out the highest energy wavelengths, the ones that penetrate the best are the blue light.
So you're reducing the crap out of PAR. And I mean, a lot of people with algae problems start with your light.
Yeah, and I don't like play with a spectra. I pick a spectra I like the look of. That my fish look good, and good to me. Good to me is not necessarily good to you, right? Stephen and I, we like different things in spectra, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's just fine. But if I want to, if I see an algae outbreak, I just reduce the overall intensity of everything. I don't play with the spectra at all. I choose a spectra.
Right, because you still want it to look the way you want it to look.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's not really a right or wrong. All blue light, though, I suspect is stressful for your fish, though. At least with humans and some other vertebrates, blue light, there's consequences to only being in blue light. It's not good for our brains. And I suspect that's true of your fish too, that they would prefer a more complete spectrum. So
Lisa's asking, so plant delivery looks great. That's good news because, a week in transit, I always get concerned. So when I say fertilize water column regularly for the limnophylla, how frequently? If you don't have CO2 injection once a week of easy green, dosing the instructions 1 to 2 times a week.
Yeah, that's
all I would do.
Starting with the package directions on easy green is a good place to start. I mean, and just kind of see what you need.
Yeah. Once or twice a week's fine.
Yeah.
So let's see. Zen was talking. Panagitan bolivianus. She got that and some Madagascar lace.
Nice.
In an order.
Nice. Those are cool plants. I don't think I've ever had the bolivianus. I've had a Panagitan
Crispus?
Yes.
Olvacious?
Oh no, Olvacious. I've had Olvacious. Have I had Crispus? I can't remember. I've definitely had Olvacious. I've had the Madagascar.
If you had Crispus, you would have gotten rid of it.
It would have been a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a long time ago.
I'm about to get rid of the one in the 90 because it grows too fast, too tall. It's blocking too much stuff.
Olvacious gets enormous, but the summer kills it off here. So
the Crispus does not seem to go through a phase. It just like,
but
it shoots flowers all the time.
I don't know if you let your house get as hot as I do.
Oh God, no. It's it's 67, 68.
I let my house get up to 80 degrees.
That's gross.
Summer. I mean, I have an old house. It's hard to keep it cooler.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And
I wouldn't do that intentionally.
I mean, honestly, my house, I have it set at 70 degrees right now, but oh God, it would be so great to have it at 75. I would love that. I'm so cold and I hate being cold. And I don't know why people choose to live like this. Why do you want to be miserable when you could be warm?
I just like being temperate.
I just don't want to be cold anymore. And now I'm still deciding where to take my tropical trip in January. I haven't bought any tickets yet.
Geek Boy says spectrum that turns your rainbows hybrid is the best.
Spectrum that makes you quit a rainbow group because you just can't even anymore. I just can't even.
It's hard to get enthused about rainbows.
Just can't even.
I still have a hybrid, like a very obvious hybrid in my 90. I should share that on Rainbow Fish Live. ID, please.
I have not gone back to that group since I quit it. I was done. I was
scrolling past. It seems to be kind of dead. Like not a whole lot going on.
Yeah. Also, I think being a mod on Facebook, it already sucked. And like an admin, it already sucked. But now they have these like AI bot agents that they have made to infiltrate groups.
That auto post these questions.
They do. It's so annoying because I was looking at my local clubs group, where I want to see like local club business, like where is our next, when's the next meeting going to be? What are people bringing to the meeting? And it had some garbage question like, what is the fish that can change its sex? It's like, here's a bot. It's a profile I can just ban.
Well, that's what Facebook is turning into anyway, is just a lot of AI posting AI with
bots talking to bots.
Yeah, and then AI commenting on the AI.
So such a waste of my time. But my local club is not a waste of my time, and connecting with these people that I actually want to see once a month is not a waste of my time. So, Facebook.
If they're making a point to log on to Zoom, those are real people.
Exactly. Well, these are the ones I'm going to see live. Like, this is my own club. So.
Corridora is back. What did you eat?
Yeah. Well, how was your dinner?
Scarfed it down fast.
I know. It was a quick dinner.
So Zenny says, Fiji is her vote.
So I am not opposed to going to Fiji. In fact, I'm very in favor for it. But I find it really difficult to change time zones that much with only 1 week. Plus, like, it would take me a full day to get there, a full day to get back. Probably like 2 days of misery of time zone at least. And by then I'm out of vacation. So if I'm going to go to Fiji, I feel like I need 2 weeks. I just don't have the time for that. Not if I'm going to take 2 vacations a year, go to the Clash, take the occasional other day off, because I get like 4 weeks of vacation. So, I could go over the Christmas holiday, but then my family would be like, no, you're not coming for Christmas. No. No one wants to be with that kind of guilt.
Yeah.
But
Lentil
Fiji
and spinach
really cool. Lentil
Fiji
and
water.
soup is really good. I would eat lentil soup. I have chicken soup that I made last night. I'm going to eat that. What plant would you say is the brightest green? Ooh, good question. I don't know. You know what? I think Monte Carlo, a lot of that is pretty neon green.
Yeah, Monte Carlo is a nice bright green, and others, if we're just talking stem plants, there's a few that I like. A lot of hygrophilas, nice, and
Yeah, they're pretty
limnophilas are
bright.
nice bright green.
I think, well, no, that one gets kind of pinkish, so no.
There's I
Yeah,
don't remember what species it is, but there's
Carlo.
like a green gecko crypt. It's short and it's a nice bright green too.
It is a nice bright green.
In fact, I have a lot of it. And again, it's kind of hard to see, but like,
But
right
you
there.
can make all the plants in your tank look much, much greener if you put green light over your tank. I mean, and a lot of like you can play around with settings with that if you have a Chihiros. So the boost setting, for instance, they have a setting just for boost to make it look good. It has a lot of green light, and it does make it look good.
Tripartita, that's a good one. In fact, the bottom tank behind me, across the top and the back, that's a lot of tripartita.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say any of the hydrocodals, because there's also the Brazilian pennywort one. Oh man, that plant. Oh, that's hard to keep up with. That is. I don't know if I've ever had a stem plant grow faster than
the tripartita in the back is immersed now, and so, but I'm just letting it's in the back. It'll do whatever. If it starts to droop down the back of the tank, well, it's on them. They can work itself out. So I agree with this. Unfortunately, this is not American work culture.
Yeah.
To do a month. Yeah. So Stephen says, going to the other side of the world, it's better to take a month vacation so you can acclimate and enjoy their culture.
Yeah. So I have a lot of colleagues who are not US citizens, so they want to go see their families. And so they just don't get a vacation every year. They have to save up their vacation for 2 years so they can go home to India or Korea. And yeah, it sucks. But Americans don't get that much time off.
No, we don't. I mean,
Whenever
starting off in a new job, you're lucky if you get 2 weeks, and sick time is not rolled into that as well.
Nope, I get 4 weeks, and that's pretty good, but it's still not enough. I mean, Jake has 6 weeks now, but that's because he's been at Roche for like 25 years, so you know he gets a lot of time off. But even if you have that much time off,
they don't really want you to take all of it consecutively.
They also don't really want you to take it, period.
Well, yeah, and if you're in one of those those companies that are like unlimited PTO, then it's even worse.
God, that is a scam. Unlimited PTO, yeah, that's garbage.
And Geek says, can't save up any vacation anymore. All gone. January 1st, start over.
Yeah, a lot of companies are like that. We can only roll over so many weeks. So if you're from India or Korea, you can go every other year, because then you can we shut down every Christmas. So that's nice. So you can we get 2 weeks off at Christmas. So you can kind of roll into a week with that. But it's challenging being an American. You know, when I went to Panama at this resort, like everybody was from like Germany and Switzerland, and they were all in the middle of like a month-long vacation.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah, and it's like, that would be really nice, but I get a week. And it's really hard for me to shift time zones. It's just really hard on me.
Right.
So
bored me all day, asking for bright green, trying to plan a black water tank, wondering what would stick through the dark best.
I don't think Monte Carlo is going to do great in black water, honestly. It likes good amount of light.
I mean, a lot of the bright green leaves need more
Yeah.
light, which is going to be a challenge getting through the tannins. So it could be an uphill battle there.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with black water. I think that try to get more intense light over it to combat, because you're filtering your light with black water. Now, what percentage you're filtering? Well, I don't really know. I haven't tested that. But think about it. When you wear sunglasses, it's filtering out a good amount of light, right? Mm-hmm. So probably going to do better with plants that are okay with a bit of shade. So like Anubias likes to be shaded. But you're not going to do as well with things that like a lot of light, like Monte Carlo.
Yeah, maybe pearlweed, as Zen said.
Pearlweed is so vigorous that
maybe some crypts and
crypts
stem plants probably not as much.
Crypts don't mind being lower light. Java fern doesn't mind being lower light, but Java fern, in my opinion, really likes CO2. So I don't know if you're planning on injecting CO2 with black water. I'm sure there's someone out there who's done it.
That'd be interesting, especially if you're going true black water where your KH is also 0 and you're using the tannins to lower your pH down to like 5.
Yeah,
and
then
you
really
inject CO2 just to get that extra boost. Get into the 3s.
I've just never had a desire to do a black water tank. Personally, I just don't like the way they look aesthetically. I
just like plants so damn much that I can't make myself devote a whole tank to it. But I do love the way it looks, and I one day I'm going to end up doing that kind of biotope.
I really don't like the way it looks, so it's not for me. But you know what?
It says it's challenging being an American. Kelley Form in 2025.
Amen. It's not easy. We're all doing the best we can. Yeah.
Brandon says, if I took a month off work, I'd never return. It would be depressing.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I took 2 weeks to go to Germany last year, because I was between gigs. So I took the time. But Germany in November was not a great time to go. But Jake went for work, and so it was a very cheap trip for me. It was pretty much the cost of a plane ticket. I didn't pay for any food. I paid for my train ticket. That was $50. It was a cheap trip. I didn't pay for the hotel. So it was worth going, but it was really cold and really dark. Really dark. So
Jody says hi. She's busy using a microscope.
Look at you. All right. Proud of you, girl.
And then Johnny says, I have a friend who is a chemist that runs all of his tanks at 5 pH. I mean, I think my 0 KH tanks with CO2 are in the 5s.
Yeah. I mean, they're not at 5 all the time during the day. At night, the pH goes up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just like in nature, it fluctuates.
That's right. Yeah.
Holy acidic water, Batman. Oh, Matt's over there too.
Wow. Hi, Matt. It's an Iowa party.
Matt is a social butterfly.
It's a tropical. I wish I was there because I would help you make your microscope even better. I have spent over 10,000 hours at a microscope. Easy.
Okay. Easy. Not me.
It's so funny. Back when I used to teach, especially when I would teach microbiology, the students would be like, I can't find the cells. I can't find them because they're really tiny. And when you're inexperienced, it's hard to focus on things. And I could always just sit down and just find it right away because I've spent so many hours at a microscope. It's like riding a bike. Your hands remember what to do. Your eyes remember what to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't even have to think about it. Do we have a favorite species of plant? And which plant specifically? So my favorite aquarium plant is brain just shut off. Zenny, what's my favorite species? You know what it is. Zenny will tell me. It's the plant that gets really long and that you can't move. And it's zigzag.
Oh, that one is?
Yep. I'm going with that.
Why am I blanking on son of a?
I don't know.
It's the stream brain.
I'm really hungry is the issue.
My God.
Zenny will tell me.
Crinum calamastratum.
Crinum calamastratum. Yep, that's my favorite plant.
I don't have that
one. I don't have one right now. Mine finally died. It got choked out by something when I was moving it or something, but mine was enormous. It was like a stalk of celery. It was so huge. It was a very cool plant. I liked it a lot. Otherwise, like my favorite plants are not aquarium plants. They're outdoor plants. I'm kind of, I don't know. I have trees I like. I like dahlias a lot. I like growing dahlias. I don't know. I like a lot of plants. I don't really rank my plants.
I think in terms for me, like for low tech or really any tank, just because they're versatile and easy, would just be crypts because you can scape an entire tank with crypts.
They're pretty great. Yeah.
And I like boosts, but I don't grow much of it outside of a CO2 injected environment, just because CO2 injection makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
And they don't accumulate algae, and they're just, but they look really nice.
I actually don't like boosts, so yeah, not really into it. I prefer Anubias.
Yeah, I like Anubias too.
Jenna knew what I liked best. Geek Boy knew what I liked.
But yeah, it's ironic because you would think with running so much CO2 that my favorite plant would be something that's kind of fussy and difficult, but or like a stem that only grows in soft water. But now those look cool, but just my everyday favorites. If I had to pare everything down and like downsize to one tank and just a few plants, crypts are always going to be in there.
Crypts are always, I would never have a tank without crypts. I love them. There's a crypt for every occasion. I guess I really like Blixa japonica. That's a plant I really like. And it is a stem, though. It is not a very stemmy stem. It acts a little bit more like a rosette, but it is technically a stem. Really like that plant. But Crinum calamastratum, that's my plant.
Yeah. See, Zen blank too, because as soon as you called her name,
I know.
Instantly forgot the name of all aquarium plants.
I know. I'm really hungry, and I had to do my corporate job a lot today. I worked really hard at my corporate job, just corporating as hard as I could corporate.
We can totally cut this stream short because I could eat too. And
I know we might do that. Yeah. It's dinner time, guys. So, but Cody says I've got Crinum and love it. Yay! It does seem to developing a gash on the rhizome. Oh, it could be quits for it. Once it gets those like reddish, rusty spots, it rots and it tends to die. But don't move it. Don't touch it. Don't do anything. Is my advice.
Oh, but some of the leaves are yellowing.
Yeah. Don't move it. I mean, but it may die. It may die.
There's a crypt for every occasion. Now, I mean, is there anyone who's listening right now that doesn't know what a crypt is?
I know. Maybe we're talking about Rotala Tim, crypt keeper. He's for every occasion.
Yeah. But I do wonder when people are lurking how much they know, like what they're beginner, intermediate, advanced.
No, I mean drop a question if you're ever confused. I mean we're here to teach you. So is cardinal bulb? No, it's a rosette plant, but it kind of looks like once it gets really big, it looks like a stalk of celery. And it was like that big around the bundle of leaves. It was enormous, but I moved a bunch of stuff around and blah, 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 blah. And now I think it's dead. It's gone. I have not seen it in quite a while. Yeah. So, but I had it for years and I do really like it. And I should probably get another one.
A crypt for every occasion. That sounds like an advertising quote for someone selling a red and green crypt or something like that.
I mean,
or a pink one.
Well, and that's really the only crypt I don't like because it's the only crypt that's hard to grow. All the other crypts are super easy. They're for everyone.
Yeah. Mine are still alive.
I
Annoying.
keep
Like,
fish. That's a new one. Any advice on getting dwarf aquarium lilies to come back from going dormant? Mine have never gone dormant. Mine, the problem was they grew too much. I would just give them some space. Don't let them get too crowded and just wait. I don't know.
yeah, make sure they're getting light.
Yeah.
I've had them in the 90 go dormant for a while to a point where I thought they probably died and I lost them. But then once I cleared up the forest that was growing in that area, the bulbs started sprouting more leaves. I think it was just blocked.
That's always a problem for me is plants choking out other plants.
Yeah.
Because I have not trimmed it.
Well, imagine if you had a whole bunch of stems crowding around each
Oh,
other. One of them gets a little bit too ambitious, and yeah, you could lose several species.
Why I don't keep stems. That's why I don't keep stems. Okay, Nathan says tacos, pizza, burger and fries, lasagna, barbecue New York steak, pulled pork. Getting hungry yet? I'm not eating any of those things tonight. I'm having soup. I'm having leftover chicken soup, which is good. I mean,
we're having chicken parm.
Well, that's good. That's something I don't really make for Jake ever because it's a lot of cheese and a lot of work.
Yeah.
And he can't really eat a lot of cheese. I mean, I make pizza for us sometime, but he will bloat up like a giant balloon. Just a giant balloon. Minestrone. That's a good meal. I like minestrone. No, this is like chicken noodle soup. And it's got all the vegetables that I grew in my green stalks that I cleared out yesterday. I made them into soup. So I had some onions. I had some leeks, carrots, a bunch of herbs. Yeah, and I made it into soup. So
Zen's having breakfast for dinner.
That's pretty good. I like breakfast for dinner, and I love French toast.
Jenna made me bacon and eggs and toast this morning since I had a job interview.
Oh, well, that was nice.
My wake up brain food.
Oh, that was nice of her. I had oatmeal for breakfast. It was fine. You know.
Yeah. It works.
It works. It works.
But yeah, now I'm really hungry.
Now I'm really hungry. So we're done. Because it seems like all you guys are doing is talking about food now, and that's not helping the gays.
But, yep. All right. Well, you get however much time back to go do stuff. Yes, and hit the like and all that.
Subscribe. And, I think everybody's subscribed.
If you
maybe you could unsubscribe and subscribe again. I guess.
Sure. Okay.
Why not? But thank you, everyone, and thank you to our mods and our replay crew. And our lurkers, maybe de-lurk sometime. Like, we want to talk to you. Or do what Jody P did and have someone comment for you because you're too busy. That's also a good thing.
If you're busy with a microscope, then totally understand.
Yeah, have someone comment for you.
Yeah, and join us in Discord.
Yeah, join the fish cord. We're
link
nice
in the description.
People. Yeah, we're nice people. You can ask about plants or fish, or you can ask about cats. You know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And thanks for being a member for 14 months, Uncle Smiley.
Yeah, thank you, Smiley.
All right.
All right, everyone. Talk
See y'all next time.
Bye.